now we have a law that the time at night, the degree of noise that even if you want to play music at night, we have 55 decibel that should be used. And of course, yeah, they're talking about 90. And this is more like if they're doing a concert in the streets, you can imagine the level of noise, because even in 6 houses away, you can still hear the noise. And that is what they are complaining about in the residents. How can the local authorities come together to mitigate noise pollution? I remember there is a certain time in Rivers State where the former governor, Nyesom Wike, came up with the idea that no denomination is allowed to put speaker outside to curtail noise pollution. It seems it worked for just a month, and after which we don't understand what happened again. But can noise be completely eradicated from environment?
Well, it has to do with a lot of policy framework being deployed, and also reorientation. Africa is a noisy place. You understand? Some time ago, I was in the UK, and something happened, and I was speaking with some in my office in the UK, and an Indian was telling me that the way Africans behave is the way Indians behave. And he said, in Africa, you can shout your friend's name across the street to greet him in the morning. I said, that's how we do in India. But in the UK here, we can't begin to scream somebody's name across the street. Noise is part of us. We are used to making noise. And if you don't make noise, you will not be identified or recognized in Africa. So that is the truth. So we have to establish that first. Somebody does not feel he's enjoying enough if it's not noisy enough for neighbors to be attracted. So this is the problem we have. Secondly, for the question I wanted to ask when I read this was, how did they measure to know that the noise coming from the facility, the hotel, was above or close to 90 decibel? So that's the question. It's still a function of assumption. Now, I'm not saying that they did right, because noise is one thing that Africans, Nigerians have taken as their sole right to be noisy. So if they disturb you, you don't have anything to say. You just have to endure and wait for them to finish or for them to die so that you have your peace. So it's been there. The main thing is that this has been reported to the police. Petition has been sent to the ministry in charge. What have they been doing? So the government or the ministry should be held accountable for this. Because if that hotel has been sanctioned or called to order, probably they would have reduced the noise. Nobody is saying they shouldn't run a club. They say something. When the first time they approached the manager of the hotel that the noise is too much for the residents, they did apologize. Yes. And the same managers come up to say they don't make noise. No, it's, if you read, I think the manager that responded this time is not the first one. Because the first one... But they're all working together. Yes, the first one saw that truly they were probably when they were opening the hotel. So they were rejoicing and they disturbed so much. They wanted to have goodwill of the community, people around. So you apologize. So that they don't feel bad because you're just coming in. You must not have a bad image at the first instance. So now they feel they've grounded themselves. They've settled those that need to be settled. You'll be shocked that some community boys are the Alaye boys there, standing guards. So even if you come to say, you play, so they will beat you to the pop.